I'm Ree from mummyoffour.com. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have got a whole house speed clean for you. The plan is to just kind of reset the whole house so every room is kind of looking pretty good, so that hopefully my family will be a little respectful of it and keep it tidy. We can but hope, can't we? So I'm going to start with laundry as I always do, because that's the first thing we should be doing, because that way the washing machine is working while we're working, and then I'm going to get on with the clean. But before we do that, I just want to say welcome. If you are new here, please subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 p.m. I do loads of cleaning videos, as well as shop with me videos, haul videos, routine videos, parenting tips, tricks, hacks and advice, and we've also got a renovation series because we are doing up a brand new house too, so I hope you'll enjoy all that. Now, without dawdling anymore, I think I better get on with the cleaning.
As I mentioned at the start of the video, I am starting with laundry. As it happens, I already put a load in this morning before I started filming, so I'm starting by emptying that out of the machine and then getting another load in. So I do like to make sure the washing machine keeps going. I feel like if I don't do it for even a day, oh look at that change come out of someone's pocket, that's so naughty. If I don't put laundry on one day, it really does build up and that really stresses me out. So just keeping it going doesn't overwhelm me. So I'm shoving a little cap load of the Method laundry detergent into the washing machine. I'm not using softener because there are some items in there that are absorbent, and I find that softener stops towels and things from being absorbent. So I'm popping the bits that can go into the dryer, not forgetting to empty the fluff filter. I'm pretty sure that's the official name for it. And now I'm going to put away the dry stuff that's come out of the dryer. I've got this little system you can see behind me that's Calyx shelves, and there's one box for each of the member of my family, and the boxes at the top are for cloth nappies on one side and towels and things on the other side. Now this load that I'm sorting is mostly cloth wipes, the cloth baby wipes, that although I've not got a lot of nappies going on anymore, it's just one of my children who's 3 wears a cloth nappy at night. I have used cloth nappies solidly for the last, 7 years. That's a long time, isn't it? But we're not going through many of them anymore. So I've just got a few cloth nappies, but I still use the cloth wipes quite a lot because I still use them for hands and faces. They're fantastic. So I haven't bought like normal baby wipes for the past 7 years. So it must have saved me quite a few pounds. So I'm just popping all those away, and now I've got another basket of laundry that I had pulled out of the dryer. I normally put stuff away as it comes out of the dryer, but sometimes I'm just really tight on time and it ends up getting bunged in a basket above the dryer. So I'm now putting away that load of stuff, and that's just going into the relevant person's boxes. So the only stuff that goes in the dryer are things like pajamas, pants, socks. I don't really tumble dry things like dresses or tops because I find it just wears the fabric a lot quicker and the clothes just kind of look old and well worn. So all the stuff that doesn't get tumble dried gets hung up upstairs in my airing cupboard, and then just towels and pajamas and things go in the dryer. So I'm just putting all these bits and pieces away, collecting together all the wipes as they come out, putting the nappies ready to be kind of assembled to go on my daughter's bottom, one a night, into that top sort of Calyx box thing. And then I do find I used to have, before I had this system, just a lot of clean washing waiting to be put away, cluttering up my whole house before we organise this system. So if you have got space somewhere in your house to have this sort of an organisation system where you can just allocate one box per person and it stays out of the way, it does stop so much clutter. Because honestly, all this used to happen in my bedroom. We used to have a system where I just collect it all. It would sort of pile up in the corner of my bedroom, then we'd do a laundry party once a week and I would get all the children involved in helping me. And while that was great because it meant that they were all getting involved and putting their own stuff away and taking a bit of responsibility for sorting it, the rest of the week my whole room was just absolutely full of laundry, which was pretty rubbish if I'm honest. So by doing it this way, I have got all of the stuff just neatly away, and where you can see I'm stacking those wipes at the top, that is where I put baskets of dirty washing. So I've got just places to hide stuff in my house. So now we're heading out into the kitchen and I'm taking the towels and things that belong upstairs. I'm putting the tea towels away in the kitchen, and now we're going up to start actual cleaning. We're starting at the top of the house, and this is my younger son's room. So he's child number 2 in the order of them being born. I'm just going to make his bed. I do get the children to make their own beds, but you know, he's only 8, doesn't do an amazing job, so we'll just, I'll just smooth that over for him and just have a little tidy around the place. Normally I do get the children to really get involved with tidying and cleaning and things, but today I'm in a kind of a rush. I just want to get it done, and if I'm honest, it's quicker to do it by myself. So I am just running around very quickly. This is not a deep clean, whole house clean, just for the record. This is a just get it all to a level clean. So his sheets don't actually need changing. His bed just needed making because the sheets were done like a day or so ago. So it's just a case of putting things back to tidy and making it look presentable. I don't know about you, but my family are much more likely to keep the place clean and tidy if it looks clean and tidy. If the place is like a pit, they just make it a million times worse. Let me know in the comments if your family are just the same and are just like that. So now I'm just going to give the desk a little dust over with one of my fluffy dusters. These again are washable. The heads come off and they just get slung in with the cloths and things. Now, because I've always had these, well, for the last 7 years, been washing cloth nappies, I've been quite used to disinfecting things, so it's no odds for me to use reusable cloths and things. I used to go through a lot of kitchen roll, which probably isn't as good for the environment and certainly not as good for my purse. So now I've got these microfiber cloths, the fluffy dusters, and they just all get washed together with either a bit of nappy sanitizer or some Zoflora disinfectant in the wash, and then they come out shiny and hygienically clean. Well, not shiny, you know what I mean, just clean. Anyway, now giving a little vacuum all around William's room, and we're nearly done in here, just making sure that, because this room does get a bit neglected if I'm honest, because it's at the top of the house. Whoop, bash the camera with a vacuum cleaner. Okay, now to dust around my hall. This is the landing in the attic, which is the top of the house. So it's William's room, it's that little door you can see, and then the other door, which is kind of to the right. Ugh, look how dusty that is. That is so grim. See, top of the house gets neglected. So I'm just gonna, now I've dusted, vacuum the floor. And what I was trying to say was the door, if you can imagine, to the right of the screen leads into my office. So just kind of showing you where we are in the house. So I guess the top of the house doesn't get as much footfall. I mean, it's other than me traipsing up and down to my office. So it doesn't get as dirty as, say, the bottom floor, but then it does get neglected when it comes to cleaning a bit more. My office especially, I just come up to work and I very rarely clean it. So when I do clean the desk, I'm like, ew, how gross is this? It's all dusty and disgusting. So I'm just cleaning all the bits off my desk because it just gets so cluttered. And when I put it back to nice and clean and tidy, it'll take a while, hopefully, before it builds up to being a big old mess again. See, look how nice that is. A nice clear desk. I'm actually going to use a bit of my method, which I'm running out of actually into another bottle of this. This is the pink grapefruit one. It smells so good. It smells like a shower gel I would have used when I was a teenager from the Body Shop. Smells amazing. There we go. So my desk is looking kind of minimalistic again. How nice is that? Nice and clear. And I've got to say, a bit of clearing, not full on decluttering because I'm not sorting or anything, but just tidying away, it makes me feel so much happier. I will be so much happier sitting down to work and edit this video for that matter in a nice clear office. So I am just going to vacuum, which again, if I'm honest, the top floor does not get vacuumed. Very honest people, very honest. Very often, people. It's very bad. Very, very naughty indeed. But it is getting vacuumed now. And that's the main thing, isn't it? I am doing it now. And perhaps we should stop beating ourselves up for what doesn't get done and give ourselves a bit of kudos for what does get done. So this is getting done. Okay, I'm a bit sort of, haphazard. I'm knocking all furniture over, but it is getting done. It is getting done. So just that is the top floor pretty much done. So that's William's room. That is my office. There you go, you can see that's my office off the landing. And now I'm just going to head down to the airing cupboard and hang up the stuff. Do you remember the wet stuff that I took out of the washing machine, which was not suitable for the tumble dryer? Well, that is the stuff that I'm hanging up here. So we are currently inside my airing cupboard, which is inside my ensuite, which is off my bedroom, if you can imagine all that. So I'm just hanging up these bits. I do find that if I hang them up kind of in shape, making sure none of the sleeves are inside out and they're kind of shaken out and flat, then they barely need any ironing or steaming in or anything anyway, because it's a warm cupboard because there is a hot water tank in there. So it's kinder to the clothes than it's kinder to me, because I hate ironing and I don't have time to do loads and loads of that. So that's those clothes hung up. Now we're going to tidy up my ensuite. Now the main thing we're going to do is collect in all the towels. I do find that my family like taking out new towels and hanging them on the rail again after they finish with them, or maybe on the floor. They're not fussed on putting them, in the wash. So I have to go around collecting them. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm also just going to use the multi-surface. As this is a proper speed clean, I'm really not... I've not got loads and loads of time. I'm just using the one multi-surface cleaner for most of the jobs all around the house. I'm not deep cleaning anywhere. I'm just kind of going over things. I'm just going over the top of the toilet. I'm not even cleaning the inside of it. And then that cloth that I lobbed on the floor is going to be thrown straight in the wash because it's cleaned the toilet. So I managed to wipe over the sink, the windowsill and the top of the loo, just so it's had a bit of a clean, where we kind of touch the buttons and things. And then that cloth will be sanitized. Now I am going to vacuum in here, which again, the upstairs doesn't get vacuumed as much as the downstairs. I vacuum the downstairs all the time. I vacuum the middle floor a fair amount, and I vacuum the top floor and not very much. Let me know which area of your house gets neglected when it comes to cleaning, and is it the same as me? Is it the further up top in the house you go, then the less likely you are to clean it? I don't know, is that just me? So we're just vacuuming through my room. I've got to say, one area that does collect a lot of carpet dirt is the area which kind of like the path, if you will, from my bedroom door, which you can see there, through to my ensuite, because even though the children have their own bathroom, they like coming to wee in our bathroom and traipsing their socks, which leave bits and bobs all over the place, through our bedroom. So there is just always a constant trail of fluff and stuff through our bedroom. So now into my daughter's room. This is my elder daughter. She's pretty good at making her own bed, in all fairness. She's only 5, she always does it, but I'm just giving it an extra tidy up, because some days she's quite meticulous about it and other days not so much. See, that's not even me being terribly meticulous, is it? That needs redoing, just to make it a bit tidier. I'm just going to pick up books and things, generally bits that were found in other rooms that belong in Bella's room or in whoever's room. I'm not dusting loads and loads in here. It was done quite recently, and today is all about sort of, you can go wide or you can go deep, I feel, with cleaning, unless you have all day, which I very rarely have all day to clean because, I've got 4 children. So you can either do a really deep clean in one area, or you can do sort of a surface, put it all back together all across the house. And I am doing the latter today. I just want to make sure the whole house kind of comes together, because I feel like the whole house just needs a bit of a tweak. And if I do a really deep clean in one room, the rest of the house is still going to be a tip, because it just all needs a little bit of a going over, and then my family are not going to be respectful of it, and then the house is going to continue to be a tip. So today is all about kind of putting it back to sort of looking pretty good, and then tomorrow I can then perhaps go around and deep clean one of the rooms and then deep clean another room the day after. So let me know, do you have a system? Do you prefer to go deep or go wide when it goes to cleaning, if that makes any sense at all? Just flashed up there, I was using a different method cleaner, and then throwing the dirty wipes, the dirty cloths went into the nappy bucket, because all that stuff in there gets sanitized in the wash, gets washed on a really hot wash, and it gets disinfected. And this method cleaner that I'm using is one of the limited edition ones. It's called something like Rainstorm or something, Rainstorm Smell, something like that. I must admit, I don't, it's not a horrible smell. It's not an offensive smell, but it's not one of the ones I love. I probably wouldn't buy it again. It's limited edition. I probably wouldn't be able to get it anyway, but it just smells like cleaning product. Whereas some of their others, like the wild rhubarb that I love, smells so amazing. And the pink grapefruit that I love smells so amazing. But yeah, the Rainstorm smell one, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you've tried it, but I'm just a bit meh with it. So that's the bathroom, that's the children's bathroom gone over once. Just need to vacuum the carpet in on the landing. This is like the middle floor landing. Just give that a little bit of a once over. You might notice, if you've seen some other cleaning videos, we used to have like a Calic seat unit down the end there underneath the window, and that has actually gone over to our other house, because because if you have caught any of our renovation series, I will link that below. Then we've used some of the Kallax units, which are like the square shelving units in our current house, to build the inside of our new wardrobes. So once you've watched this video, be sure to go over and check that out. And that was my teenager's room, by the way, that I was vacuuming. I do make him clean his own room. He does not do a very good job of it. And in fact, his room needs another clean over. But I thought while I was there with a vacuum cleaner anyway, I'd go over it. Now we're in the hall. So in my top down speed clean, we have reached the bottom floor, which is promising. I do find that this rug right by the entrance to the door gets the muckiest in the whole house, because obviously it has the most footfall. Even though I ask my children and anyone that visits to take off their shoes as soon as they get to the house, they seem to decide to take off their shoes only once they've run all over that red rug first. Why? I don't know. They just do. So now I'm just going to tidy over the downstairs loo, change the towel, which I'm sure gets quite germy and disgusting, and more than anything just looks a bit grim. But I do feel like a fresh towel, and I do usually use the old towel to just wipe over the sink very quickly, because, you know, why not? It's about to go in the sink in the wash anyway. And then I'm tidying up the shoes, which are exploding off that shelf. And then I'm going to try and vacuum. Yes, I am going to vacuum the downstairs loo, because again, that just gets loads of bits in it and things that fall off the shelves. Now our living room is not actually that messy. Our living room barely gets that messy actually, because the children have a playroom and they don't go in there much. It's kind of like, well, they just don't. There's just not much stuff in there, so it's quite nice that my husband and I have got somewhere to go in the evenings where it's just quite clean and tidy still. And then I'm just going to very quickly vacuum over. The cord doesn't reach, so I've got to move it. I do have a cordless Dyson, which I use for really quick cleanups in the kitchen, sort of after the children have eaten or whatever. But I do find if I'm doing like large areas like this, it's much easier to use the plug-in version, and just no risk of the battery running or anything. And then all I've got to do is pop away the washing in the laundry room, and we're done for today.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video,
please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we post more videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday at 7 PM.
if you want to watch my latest video, it's across here, and more speed cleaning videos just down here. Say bye everyone.